Not live yet. All right, we are live. Terry, Candice, and Lisa here. We are doing our first accountability assignment on our well-formed outcomes. So we're just going to jump right into these heart-centered questions. Go for it, Candice.
Okay. So, Miss Terry, what is it that you want to get from this boot camp, especially when you're all done?
Cool. So what I want to get from this boot camp is to, get some really, just to focus in a really solid chunk of time and get some real action happening, get some real sort of movement and solid results with the support of women, and just as a, just it's such a vibrant way to do that. So I just really want to engage and actually get that movement. If that makes sense.
Yeah, and especially with that movement, what do you think that gets you, like, in your life, especially by moving and shaking and stirring things up a bit?
Yeah, so that will get me, just seeing those tangible financial results and internal experience of my own sort of sense of empowerment and breaking through on those sort of internal mindset levels. That will just empower me as a person and also ripple into my family, of course, in terms of just taking any financial pressures off and just being able to feel that sense of relaxedness around my work and being able to engage with my family and my kids in a different way. Yeah.
That's excellent.
That was excellent.
I feel there's one more in there, though, my dear.
Me too. I want more.
We're getting to the heart of it, and I feel like there's one more piece to that, because after you're moving...
Yeah, when you accomplish all that stuff, when you accomplish all those really good things that you just mentioned, what is that going to mean for you?
So that, for me, well, just to be able to me, it's about having the time and the resources. I mean, my why of doing this is to have so that I can give, and that's to give to my family in terms of being really present with my kids, in terms of being really present with my husband, with our community, all the community things that I'm involved in, and of course for me a major one is the environmental issues, and wanting to give my time and my resources to campaigns like our gas field free campaign that we're trying to protect our region from fracking. And
so now
it's massive for us.
Away from you again. It turned away from you again. But when you're able to help when you're able to do the helping, so that's the external. Now turn it around again. What's it going to mean to you when you have the resources and when you're flowing and you're cranking and you're rolling along and you're able to flow that out? What's that going to mean to you?
Great question. So internally, what that means for me inside my heart is just an incredible sense of fulfillment and joy, and just feeling like I'm able to share what I want to share with the world and make a difference, and just know that I'm giving all I can and not just getting caught up in the distractions of stresses about income or stresses about not enough time or all that stuff that kind of takes away from the really core of connecting deeply with my family and my community and doing meaningful work. So it's like just a deep sense of fulfillment and kind of honouring of life and the earth and my relationships and what really matters to me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel that, Terry. Like, I feel the love inside my heart, and that was a really heartfelt answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good job. So I'm going to ask the next question is, when you get all of that, what will it mean for you in the long run?
I guess it's just a deep sense of a life well lived, and to know that I have participated in life, not just been a kind of, a striver, like I've thrived, and that I've been able to give that to my kids and do the best that I possibly can to participate in helping this world in terms of sustainability and yeah.
That's
good. I guess just a deep sense of contentment inside, I think, is where that takes me.
Yeah.
Beautiful. So, Terry, if you were to quit and give up, what would that look like?
Oh, well, it kind of, like it would break my heart really just to give up on my vision of that, because it's like, it's like, it just means the world to me to accomplish that, to really step into that and step into myself in terms of more powerful part inside myself and what that means for my relationships. So it just feels like, how could I would lose, I guess, if I quit, I would lose that deep sense of fulfillment and knowing that I'm doing everything. Like I feel like I would just, like one of the things, I remember being at a workshop once and we did an exercise where we kind of imagined communicating with future beings, maybe our great-great-grandchildren. And I remember them sort of saying to me in this exercise, this person who I was working with sort of said, you knew what was happening. Why didn't you do something, in terms of climate change and the big picture environmental stuff? And that really struck me. It kind of sits with me. It's like, so what I would possibly lose by quitting is my ability to look my great-grandchildren, my grandchildren in the eyes and know that I had done everything that I possibly could, and to have done that in a way that is joyful, not just a struggle, to actually thrive within the big mission that we have to around these big environmental issues. But yeah, does that make sense? So sort of I want to be able to really know that I've done what I can, and to do it in a way that's living and thriving and sharing that. So I don't want to give up on that, and I don't want to give up on my ability to be effective. I just feel like if I was just to give up, like I can't give my time and my resources if I don't have time and resources. So I just feel like it would just be really giving up on my effectiveness to do what I can, not only for my relationships but the bigger picture. If I was just to kind of give up and go, I'll just stay in the struggle mindset,
Good stuff.
Yeah. Thanks so much for sharing, Terry.
Perfect timing, too.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Really
so
good.
Let's go right into the deeper,
It's great. You'll be able to listen back at that, too. Yeah, because it was good. It was really flowing out of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, definitely. Okay. We're going to do our power at the end of this, by the way.
Okay.
Remember I said I was going to teach you guys?
Yeah.
You'll have to teach us at the end.
Okay, perfect.
All right, Lisa.
All right, it's my turn.
I'm asking you the questions now, yeah?
Well, as you were talking, I was like really relating to what you're saying, because we have a lot of common interests.
Beautiful.
Definitely.
All right. So what is it that you want to get out of participating in this Superwomen Bootcamp?
Yeah, why did I dive in to Superwoman Bootcamp number 3? Right now, I feel a lot of pivoting going on, a lot of shifting going on, not just in my life, but I feel like on many layered level between my family and the environment, like you were saying, and what's going on in the economy and what's going on globally and politically. I feel like there's like there's just these shifts going on, and it's been happening for a while. And I kind of tune in with different things like the Chinese calendar and the different, symbology that goes along with a lot of different things besides Chinese astrology. But I find like that's really interesting that right now we're in the middle of this really incredible transitory phase. Even the symbols are saying that. So I feel that way with myself too. And I feel like we're heading towards something. So when I did the boot camps before, I was in such a I feel like even the world as well as myself was in a really different place. So I wanted to come back to sort of this kind of space, to revisit like the changes that have happened, to kind of have some progression with that, because I've definitely fallen off on meditation since I really picked it up at that Houston event with Layla, and I went really strong with it like last summer, and really strong with it like even into the fall, but then I really tapered off. And I don't know if you know that the 21-day, I think it's called 21-day abundance meditation, or the one with Oprah and
Deepak.
Right.
Yeah.
That's so that one I did that one a couple times actually, and it just was so impactful, and so it just changed me, and just God, it helped me sleep. I mean, all these things were just benefited from, and I got so much from the other parts of the boot camp as well. And then just connecting with the Superwomen in the last year and some that we've been together, I just feel like we're on this journey together. Like how could you not kind of want to take that next step in the journey, right? So part of it was.
Oh,
go ahead.
I was wondering if it's okay to jump in there and say, so if you did progress and pick up the meditation stuff again and just go on this journey with the Superwomen, what would that mean for you?
Yeah, good interjection, because it definitely, I think, will take me to another level where I'm seeking, because I feel like I've come so far from that last journey. And I think, everybody breaks off into their own world, and their worlds are spinning in different directions. And when you kind of come back together again and then power up, I feel like there's, you can really reach other levels. So it's kind of, for me, I need to keep balance. So with my mantra is always balance. Very, low stress and not too much that can tweak my balance off. But I can juggle a lot at one time. So it kind of takes a lot to throw off my balance. But it's like
So if you were to find that balance.
Over the years, I've been really working on the balance and meditating and coming back to sort of that center is really, really crucial for me. So I think it's about, kind of finding my center again.
Beautiful.
Because
so if you were to find your center again, what does that mean for you?
Well, when I find my center, when I am centered, then that's where my creativity can blossom the best. Then that's when I'm in the best state of mind to be the best that I can be to the people that, I take care of and nurture. And I know that when I'm not a balanced person, and when things are feeling out of skew, that it affects everybody else, which in turn is disruptive to me as well, when I know that it's like, I'm affecting other people in a bad way. So one of my life struggles has just always been to just stay very balanced, keep, things unstressful. And then, the Superwomen are really the epitome of this sort of like stay at home, not having to work for the man. I mean, really, bottom line, you know, it symbolizes something greater for me, and I think it's, you know, on so many levels for me, just between the actual business part of it as well as the encompassing personal development part of it. It's such a great balance. It's such a great mesh of, you know, it's such a smart marriage of like what can be accomplished, and that is so empowering, you know, for me. When I very first came on board, I mean, it was like an overwhelming feeling of like finding your home. You know, it's like, wait a minute, I've been looking my whole life for this, you know, and you never knew it wasn't there until you found it.
So if you were to find that balance in a way that allows your, you know, your creativity to flourish, because you just really felt something when you said those words.
Yeah.
You can find that balance at the business side and the personal development side in a balance in a way that allows your creativity to flourish. Is there another level there? What does that mean for you? For you yourself?
I think that means that I'll be able to be a happy person and be a fulfilled person. And I can only help other people and help the environment and connect, you know, because what I want, one of my passions, as well as environmentalism, is fair trade artists and artisans from developing and non-developed countries. And I do a lot of work with promoting and helping artists become, you know, more than they know they can be. Like part of me sort of finding this super creativity, superwoman in myself, and knowing that I, you know, I'm talented and I'm a good teacher and I have a lot of experience to give to others. If I'm balanced in my own self and I'm empowered in my own self, then I'll be able to really have the confidence to go forward and share what I have to share with the world. And that's what the Superwoman really, you know, empower me to be able to do.
Beautiful.
Yeah, that's
that feels.
Yeah, I felt the emotions there, Lisa. It's coming out.
Same. And so, if it's okay to move to that last question, what would it mean if you gave up on your dreams? What would it mean if you quit on this?
Well, I have to say that I think I know how that would feel because I've been, you know, in a dark place where there isn't creativity flowing from me. And I know that feeling, and it's not a good place to be. And, you know, that's part of my journey, you know, is keeping the balance and keeping the creativity flowing. It's very interconnected. So if I were to lose what I had sort of discovered with the Superwomen, you know, and found part of myself through them, you know, that I may not have uncovered, then, you know, there was a lot of dark places that could go. I mean, all the exercises that Layla brings forth and that I've experienced even throughout Empower Network, etc., you know, just it opens you up to a place where, you know, if you're a mature person, you really can find this kind of utopian place in yourself, that no matter where you are, no matter what you're doing, you have everything you need right here. You know, and I think there's a fulfillment that the Superwoman kind of adds, that layer. And I think that's, you know, I think that pretty much sums it up. You know.
Absolutely.
What would we do without the Superwomen? We'd be in that dark place, you know, without the girl power, you know. Because even in like the happiest of marriages, even between, you know, two people, it's like there's this individuality that you have to have. And if you don't have that, if you don't have yourself in your life, then how can you be any good for anybody else? You know, I went through a long period where I really wasn't doing anything very creative. I was being real nurture, you know, and I really had to make the decision to turn everything around and say, okay, you know, I need something. Whatever it is, I'm going to figure it out. And when I find it, it's going to be obvious, you know. And I'll tell you, I've really become such a much more powerful person. My kids notice it, my husband notices it, and they empower me because they see that you know, that wealth that comes from it. So, you know, when it's all good, it's all good.
All good, Lisa. Good job. Yay.
Perfect. We're doing good on our timing, aren't we?
Yeah.
All right, Candace.
Wow,
Ready.
Do you need a moment? Dry those tears?
I do. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, I saw that.
That's beautiful.
Oh, I feel like we're so alike in so many ways. It's very interesting.
Yeah.
We all share a lot of the same values and stories. Perfect. We found the perfect group.
Definitely. All right. We are ready. Whew. Shake it off. All right. Candace. Candace is the newbie.
I am.
newest of the Superwomen. All right, Candace. Now, I want to hear, what are you going to get? What do you want to get? What are you seeking to get out of the Superwoman Bootcamp?
Okay. So what's interesting is I just completed a 3-year program of healing school, and it's like diving so deep into the subconscious, the lower self, the mass, and uncovering those aspects of myself. And in that period, I became super serious because I just was like, I want to figure this out. And then I realized, like, through that, I was able to heal myself and find love again and really open up to be vulnerable and share myself. And I find that with a group like this, I can really thrive because I like group settings, and I realize now I can take the new piece of me that I've finally uncovered and rediscovered and put action to it. Because, you know, I've been a procrastinator, and I've been lazy, and I've been like too busy, and I've covered myself with busyness so I don't have to face myself. And now my values are changing. I'm realizing, like, I am important, and I take care of so many people with my massage business, my spiritual life coaching, and I give out really good advice, but at the same time, I haven't taken that the action road to really put myself out there and be the example. Like, I've been holding it all in, and I find that with the Superwoman Bootcamp, I'm ready to take myself on, and really, like what Carol Butler Willis said, is to just get over myself, you know, and move forward. When I was younger, you know, I was a rebel without a cause, really getting into all the wrong things, and I basically went from like super serious to like just doing whatever the hell I wanted to do, and that was definitely not like the best or the safest. And like you, Lisa, I'm finding that balance of who I was and where I am now, so that I can really just show the real side of me, not the pretentious, not the one that was acting out for other people, not the one that was doing things for the party or for the boys or for the men or whatnot. I really want to do this for me. Finally, just like putting out like the inner piece of me that says, I'm freaking worth it. You know?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Good start. Good roll in there, Hunter. Okay. And then, so but what's that gonna mean when you finally turn it all towards yourself and focus in on you? What is that gonna mean?
Well, I know that there has been a deep sense of knowing that there's something bigger than me, in a sense of not just living the life. I mean, these are gifts of like a great career, gifts of a great husband, and hopefully having a family soon. That's wonderful. It's like part of what life's all about. But I know that deep within, and I've always had it, that there's been something larger. And I think that's the piece where I'm directed by God, Spirit, Goddess, however you call it. But I feel that by going there, I'll have that fulfillment that I've accomplished what I'm placed on earth to do. And I know I'm already doing it, which is great, but I want to take it to that fullest potential, just like what you were saying, Terry. Like, I know I am very capable, and I have been playing small. And everyone says, when are you gonna do it, Candace? When are you gonna do it? And the time is now. And it's funny because, like, Superwoman found me. So it's nice to have a group of women that are striving and doing what they need to do, because it's like I can feel that energy and jump on that bandwagon and start doing it myself, because I can do it. So that's the deeper fulfillment, is knowing that I'm living to my fullest potential and not being comfortable and staying in my comfort zone because it's safe. It's time to take risks. And I just see too many people that are just lost, and it's time to step out for myself, and showing there's another way of living.
Nice. Should we hit her one more time?
I got goosebumps. I can feel you. But yeah.
I felt that. That was going deep. Very deep. You dug deep.
Yeah.
So you're searching for this. You're searching for something, and there's a fulfillment that you want to feel.
Right. Well, what's interesting.
Wait. So you've moved through knowing that you're turning it around to yourself. You've moved through knowing that you're looking for a higher purpose, a sense of some kind of fulfillment. And when that happens, then how's that going to make you feel? What's that going to look like? Go a little deeper.
I feel that what that looks like is freedom. Freedom from the attachments, expectations, and just the freedom to really choose what I want anytime I want and be okay with it. And it's not like I'm gonna go back into those teenage days and go into like crazy, like the bad stuff. I know I won't choose that anymore. However, it's like being able to just be free, because I now know I'm not really the one in control. It's like I'm following my heart's desire, and when you're in alignment, like you're like this, you're really I'm really more effective. I'm effective in every way when I feel free.
Perfect. Good stuff. So then, Terry, I was going to ask the next question. Do you have anything you want to interject?
No, it's just fabulous.
It is. It's all good. It's so good.
I really feel you,
Candace. I keep wanting to go, thank you. All right. Well, then if you didn't have that, and you did not find the Superwoman group, and what if you came to that conclusion by yourself that you didn't have a Superwoman group? What would happen? What would that mean?
Well, I know I've gone to those dark places, when the mind takes over and says you're not good enough, who's going to listen to you? Those, the whole what if programs, the limiting beliefs. And I know that when I don't take myself on, my body feels super heavy, super lethargic, and I think it's that energy building up that's being stagnated and like crushed within me. And it's like, and it gets heavier and heavier when you don't answer the call. I don't know if you've ever felt that way, but it's like, and then you just kind of go into that depression state, like, but it's because you're not letting it free, not letting that loose, let the creativity, the passion, the love, and then I realize if I give in and give up, that would really put me in a place where I know I've missed the boat, because the opportunity is being shown before me, and I don't want to be that woman that misses the boat. I know opportunities are never really missed. They might be later down the road, but you know, I'm right here, right now, in this present moment, and I don't want to wait till tomorrow anymore.
You're in the right place at the right time.
Exactly.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. That was awesome. Well, you have a couple more minutes if you would like to dig any deeper into what the Superwomen maybe have already brought you, and maybe how you can, like, what are you, like, what part of yourself are you going to bring here? Maybe that's a cool question.
You know, I'm going to bring all of me. You know, I'm really taking this serious because, like I said, I want to be 100% committed, and the assignments are easy. And, you know, sometimes when we look at the assignment and it feels hard because, you know, some people don't like making videos or they're afraid, I'm actually just going for it without even thinking.
You're like the first one on the thing every time. I love it.
I'm just wanting to go, and I'm like, I'm just going to feed off of this fire that's like burning inside of me right now, but I'm at least going to control it, because that's what I realize. If your fire burns too like bright, then it like fizzles out and you're like so I just want to,
we're gonna keep up with you. That'll be cool.
I gotta maintain this for the 4 weeks, because I know I'm a promoter. I like getting excited. In the middle it's like, you know, so I don't want to go there. I want to hold this feeling and run with it.
Cool.
And with everyone doing all these things, it's like that. It's a challenge. It's like, ooh, she put something up. I want to put something up.
Yeah, it's good.
It's so helpful. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of what the Superwoman has. It has this, like, it's like this loving competition, where it's not competition is the wrong word, but it's like this. It's like everybody kind of wants
to be inspiration. We just inspire each other to
wants to be there too,
taking on the challenge. Yeah.
Yeah. It's good. It's a challenge, exactly. All right, I'm going to teach you guys the power dance. Are you ready? Stand up. You have to stand up. You have to stand up. Candace is going to like this because she likes to jump around, I think. All right, it's really easy. It starts in your toes. And
I'm going to keep my...
You kind of do like a shake your feet back and forth and kind of lean over and point down to your toes. And then as you come up, you're going to sort of go, whoa, power, power, power. Okay, so we do it all together.
Okay. Right.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Layla's going to love this. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Whoa.
Yay!
Beautiful. And it gets y'all.
Awesome. Alrighty, well, how about we wrap up this broadcast part of it, and there's our assignment on getting clear on our well-formed outcome, and
we hope you enjoyed it.
Questions? What was it?
And we hope anyone who views it enjoys it.
Absolutely. Yes, it's such a brilliant community, and so great to have you 3 women to journey alongside with.
Yeah, this is going to be awesome. All right, so this is Candace and Terry and Lisa signing off.
Ciao.